Welcome back to the Algorithm. This is episode 8. I am your host, Aiden Alger, joined by my co-host, Andrew Duran. We got two, probably the most special guests that we've had, at least one. We got Brandon Walker and Jermaine Van Buren. Walker, this is your third episode.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're the most frequent guest.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel?
I'm honored.
Honored?
Yes. I'm very grateful that you guys asked me to be on this podcast in the middle of the day before a game, but it's okay. I love it. I love
what does
being
that?
here.
No, what does that mean?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
What does that mean?
I was making a joke.
Okay.
Facetious.
Thank you, Jay, for being on this podcast. It's last time we asked you, you flaked out. So we're really happy for you to be here.
That's one way to not have people on your podcast. You insult them time they get on your podcast.
It wasn't an insult. It was just
okay.
more of a.
I get it.
It's more of a statement. Because actually,
an insulting statement, but it's okay.
It's
You're
out.
right. I didn't make it, and I was trying to fill in for someone else that you told me at the last minute. Could you do? But it's okay. I
You
get
didn't
it.
even tell me a time last time, honestly. It was
Proper preparation.
no, we told you.
What are those
the
6
day.
Ps?
Yeah, what's the
It's a 6 Ps.
yeah? What are they?
Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Okay, that's a good motto to live
like
off
that one.
of. I really do like
Put that
that
on
one.
a T-shirt.
Or you just remember it.
So right before we started this podcast, you asked me a question. What did you think about last weekend? What do you mean? What did I think about last weekend?
That's why I asked you, what did you think about last weekend? Like your experience, your performance, the team. Like, what did you think about last weekend? Like
We're gonna interview
pros and
you.
cons.
One con.
I already know where he's going.
One con is getting shut out. That didn't feel good.
But do you just tip your cap right there?
I mean, at that point, like when you don't make adjustments, you gotta just tip your cap to the other pitching
So
staff.
here's the other deal. They threw the shutout and we didn't.
True.
Like, it's not a one way deal, right? Like they put up zeros, we put up a one. One's more than zero. It still creates a loss. You're gonna lose by one. You can say you had a great game, correct?
Yeah.
Just saying, like
Yeah.
the mirror always pointed at yourself. It's hard to look at somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Pretty crazy that
Yeah.
guy didn't get pitcher of the week though. That Dax didn't. That
He
was
didn't.
crazy.
Yeah.
No.
But we got the hitter of the week though.
Yeah, Carson Ogle.
All
Regional.
what?
Shout out. Regional?
Regional.
Oh, so he got regional
Yeah, he
hitter
got
of the week
regional
too?
hitter of
So
the
is he
week.
gonna
Not
is
just
he gonna
Lone
get national hitter of the week too?
Over the world.
Of the national hitter of the galaxy? But honestly, overall, it was I thought it was a pretty good experience. I mean, we've played there last year before, but I'm not gonna lie, I like going there. Like I like their place.
It's a good atmosphere.
Good atmosphere. Their fans are a little annoying, but they're fun.
Yeah.
That's what gets you going.
Yeah,
You
like
live
there.
off it. You thrive off of it.
Yeah, there were times where I was on the mound, and I think his name is Billy, the dude that yells a lot. And I was sitting on the mound, and I can hear him yelling my name, and it kind of made me like laugh.
Yeah.
When I'm on the mound, usually when I'm on the mound, I don't laugh.
Right.
But that time I actually laughed. Other than the one time where you came out, you took a mound visit before the PFP, the bunt to third, and that kind of made me laugh too.
Yeah.
What did you think about last weekend?
I just see growth. I mean, like we got punched in the face a little bit, but I just don't think we've really capitalized on the small things that's been presented towards us. I think we've lost games, but I don't know how many times we've been beaten. You know, I felt like a lot of times we've allowed teams to stay with us, and I really like our group. I would like to see, and I think it's in us. You know what I mean? It's going to take somebody that doesn't do it to actually put the foot on another team's throat, and to be like, oh, okay, we're all in it. We're all can go, and we got guys haven't been throwing and starting to throw and trying to find their way, and but to see someone like a Stanfield have the weekend that he had after how he started,
Yeah.
that's growth. Stuff like that is huge, man. So, it's good, but at the same time, we got to stay humble in who we are and what we're doing. But we might have put up a 0 that first game, but they felt us those next 3.
Yeah.
Like guys came with approaches. I mean, like you got meetings in the dugouts with guys trying to make adjustments, and I thought that was awesome. I thought guys were kind of figuring out how to play a good team. And you had Walker telling them just, the small details of what they needed to do. So it was real good. So those things like that create champions, but at the same time, you got to get punched to figure out who you are. And I think last week was a good punch, and it was a good punch back also. So
Yeah, I think we got punched, but I think we also responded well in that last game.
yeah, with hitting by 5 guys.
Yeah. Hey, they felt it though. They felt it. They felt every bit of it.
Hey, we're not talking about metaphorically punching. You were trying to hit. You were trying to hit them.
Wasn't trying to graze.
Wasn't trying to graze. Just going straight for it. And I'm in the stands, and he hit, I think, the third guy in a row. Lady behind me goes, "Is he doing it on purpose?"
With a breaking ball.
I promise I wasn't.
I turn around and go, "No, ma'am." She goes, "Well, it seems like it." I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't think he's
ever been
trying
to
to
a
hit him on
baseball
I
purpose."
promise you I'm not hitting him on a slider. I promise.
If you're going to hit
you
someone
hit
on
him on
purpose, it's going to be with the fastball.
You hit him with the slider. You did.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to hit you with the slider. I can guarantee you that. Like,
Yeah.
On purpose, at least. If I'm pitching on purpose, it'll be a fastball.
It's going fastball.
Yeah.
Turn
What
up
you
the
think
knee.
about last week, Walt?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think it was I don't know. I thought Angelo's a good team, like Aiden said. I love going there, but it was a good test for us. We got punched in the mouth on Friday. Not ideally, obviously, but you're right. I feel like they felt us. Sounds kind of loud. Felt us the next 3 days. Frustrating day on Friday. There were some frustrating moments all weekend, but I think we responded well. And just like Jay said, if we can really buy in onto the little things and understand how much the little things are going to turn into big things, and then just understand that I mean, we got a good group. We have all the talent in the world. It's just putting all the small things together.
Yeah.
I love this group. It's one of the best groups I've ever been a part of, relationship-wise, on the field, everything. So
Yeah, I agree.
I think we have a shot to be really, really good.
Absolutely.
No, 100%. I also think, like last year when we played them, we didn't beat them a single time. And coming out, and
You could
I
tell.
wish we could have won the series. I get it's different teams, different players, but still going from last year, going 0-6 against them to already splitting with them is, I think that's huge just for the program itself. But I feel like we're obviously going to see them again, and I think next time they're going to know. Like, I feel like they came in thinking
We're going to run them.
we're going to run these guys, and at the end of the series, they realize, oh wow, these guys are actually really good, and they could run through us. But that's why this conference is
So great.
because that can happen with honestly any team. But what you just said about the best team you've been a part of, relationship wise, I completely agree. That's how I feel. Like I've been a part of some really good teams, but I feel like this team, I have relationships with almost every single person on the team. Where when I was at my JUCO, it was a little cliquey. Or like some guys I didn't really get along with, some guys I didn't really talk to, but there was that group that I really got along with. But I feel like everyone on this team, I could go out to lunch with one-on-one and still have a good time.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Walker. But like, I'm kidding. That was a
Why
joke.
would you go out with Walker?
It's
That was a
it's
terrible
just
comment.
constant.
It's
That was a
true.
terrible comment.
We're just
Like, why would you say that?
you
Why
owe me
would
another
be
lunch
going-
still, by the way.
There we go.
Like, see,
I
like, you
expected
just
that to
it's,
come.
it's a
go.
beating of a drum. You
No,
gotta
I'm-
stop. It's got to be some love. Pet the dog sometimes.
I just said
is love.
this is
Pet that dog.
I'm not.
You wanna
if I
pet that
didn't
dog?
like him, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
It's all out of love. If I didn't have the love, it wouldn't be that. That's why I don't mess with Duran a lot. You know.
Oh,
I'm kidding. That's a joke,
crazy.
dude. That's a joke.
That's
you're
crazy.
the co-host.
That's crazy.
Only because you're the co-host.
Yeah,
No,
I guess
not
that's
because-
the only reason why. Huh?
That's not outside of here.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, come on.
Hey, outside of this, we're not even. I guess we're not even friends. I guess I don't know, man.
Oh,
No,
he's
we're
about
boys,
to
bro.
start
Did
crying.
y'all drive separate cars over here?
He's about to
Yeah,
start
we
crying.
drove separate. We drove separate.
Whoa.
Well, I had to rush on over here because I didn't know if we were gonna have the room open.
7-second drive, and we had to drive different cars.
Hey, did you guys drive separate together?
Together. It's all about relationships.
Dogs.
Okay, the thing is I had to run out and get here before everyone else to make sure the podcast room was open.
We've seen you run. You didn't
Beat
go
you
that
in
fast.
Really,
After the season, I'll.
just beating the drum.
Yeah, we got a race too, Walker.
This guy.
You got 2
He's
races
just
lined up.
beating the drum.
It's hilarious that you guys think you can beat me in a race.
It's hilarious that you think you can beat us in a race.
It's confident in my speed.
How many years are you removed?
Oh,
A long time.
It's tough.
At least
No,
8.
you're
And you
beating
think
the
you
drum.
still got
At
it?
least 8.
You think you still got it?
Speed don't leave, baby.
That's not true. That is not true.
You're faster than I think. I'm faster than I think.
I thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, one out. Appreciate it.
you really think? Like you actually think
Looking like
that?
I know that.
Okay.
Like, we're not going to do it during the season because,
So funny.
after the season. Can we talk about something? Anything besides racing?
Oh, besides you losing in a race,
Race.
Jay, talking about like relationships with teams and stuff like that. When you were on, because you played for 7 different teams, pro teams.
I have no idea.
6 or 7.
Don't know.
Well, that's what you said on the last podcast or the podcast you were on. But
It's on Wikipedia.
how was the?
Wikipedia lies.
Look it up.
Anybody can edit Wikipedia.
What's up?
How are the relationships on those teams?
So that's actually a good question. Like my first year, everyone was really young. So and that was I was gonna ask y'all like so like in JUCO, being that everyone's so young, like is it tougher to have those kind of relationships though? Because you guys are older now, you kind of know who you are, but as a JUCO guy, like a lot of times you're 17, 18, you're dealing with same ages, like the maturity level is not real high on boys as it is. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that's why compared to going to a 4-year and now you're like, okay, this is who I am and this is kind of what I expect.
Yeah.
And you kind of hold people around you accountable to what you are now.
Yeah.
So you kind of know like, okay, I'm rocking with you or I'm not. Does that make, you know what I mean?
It's definitely a different dynamic at junior college, I think. And I think it's just because a lot of us just get there and everybody's brand new. I mean, everybody's come in, you're a freshman, maybe a sophomore, but you're still maybe 18 years old. You're still really young.
On your own.
Yeah. And I mean, everybody's kind of figuring out the same stuff together. And I think that's one of the things that kind of brings all of us together. Just being a junior college guy, just saying, okay, all of us are got to figure this out. All of us are here, brand new. And then just going through that tough time together, you know?
I was wondering because I noticed y'all say that. You said it on the last cast with Ogilvy and Ball. You're talking about how JUCO was different and how you wanted to be close, but it was cliquish.
Yeah.
I was just and you just said it again. So I was just wondering, do you guys think that's a big deal?
Yeah, I definitely think. I think that's a huge. Like you said, you're coming in young, first time on your own. I feel like first time on your own is probably the biggest. Going from being at home, the home cooked meal, like everything was not done for you. Huh? Say that one more time. Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah.
And going to having to do everything, like even from the small things, like just cooking your own meals, like laundry, just like the small things just makes a whole difference where now it's just like second nature for me because I've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years. But also it's I agree with the maturity level. Obviously, from when I was 17, 18 to now I'm 23, I'm a lot more mature now. Even if some people don't think that.
Why is he looking at us?
I don't know. Your face looked, you just went,
We didn't say a word.
But I think that is a huge part of it where I could see, like when the freshmen come in, I've been there before. I've been young. I've been not dumb as in.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Just inexperienced.
Yeah, inexperienced. Yeah. So I think definitely it's a lot easier to build relationships with people now than it was from when I was younger. Also, when I was 18, I was a hothead compared to what I am now.
Like anger?
Yeah, I was definitely a lot more angry when I was younger. Is that shocking?
No.
Oh.
No. Still are angry. That's what
I would have loved to see it though.
100%.
Very, very angry.
If there's another level to this anger, I wouldn't mind just.
Honestly, it wasn't even more of another level to the anger. It's just more of an immature anger. Like I took it out on dumb, like I would.
Your coaches?
No, never took it out on the coaches, other than if they got in my face. But
problem. Problem.
I'm kidding. But like it would be like when I was in high school, if I struck out, like throw the helmet.
Oh,
like that kind of thing.
Oh,
like
that's like entitlement though.
That's like D-ball stuff.
Yeah, that's like whan. Like that's not really anger.
He's fuming. Look at him. He's so mad.
I don't think the anger's gone away. Actually.
I mean, hey, it's all right, Alger. We still got guys on our team who occasionally do that.
Throw their helmets. We're at a college, and our coach doesn't say anything.
But Walker, you went to a 4-year, right? So how was that adjustment for you?
Same deal. You're on your own. You're new. I mean,
you went to a 4-year right away, though.
Yeah,
right away. Yeah. Right away. I was, and I'll say this: my parents and I love them to death. We were very, very blind of how college athletics works. Like all I wanted to do was go play college ball. It didn't matter what it was. So like went and visited some JUCOs around here, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to this place, not knowing that that's where I should have started. I should have gone to JUCO, 100,000,000,000%. Instead, I went to a school where I enjoyed the coaches, enjoyed the time together.
Which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I don't regret it at all. But it was just the same, So going there, enjoying it, met some of the best people the best people of my life. Just got off the phone, told one of my buddies happy birthday today. Still talk to this day. The relationships you create are everything. It's the relationships you guys are creating in the locker room right now. You'll remember it for the rest of your life. You'll be able to have talks with your kids and their kids about this stuff. So, it's everything.
Yeah. That was like we had the life skills today, the little meeting today, how he said, like even just like the team dynamic in the locker room, the bus rides, like those are things that I'm gonna remember forever. Honestly, especially like the bus rides, like those long trips, and
we got one
10
coming.
Yeah.
Is it
Can't wait.
Kingsville?
Kingsville?
Is that
That's
how
like
long
9
is
hour
that?
drive.
Corpus Christi.
It's like 10. Oh my! But hey, humidity. It's gonna be humid now.
No heat strokes.
I don't know if the wind's gonna be blowing out, but man, that's a great place to pitch.
I hope it's blowing out.
Let's go. But yeah, it's the bus rides. It's 10 p.m., but we're playing Mafia. We're playing Password and stuff like that. And I get the times where we're playing Mafia, and we get off for like a gas station, and Walker will come up to me and go, "Can you guys just stop?"
It's been 4 hours of you guys playing Mafia. My headphones aren't that good at noise canceling. I'm listening to whatever, and I just, Moff, wake up. What is nurse? Wake up. Oh, golly.
But it's just
things you remember, though.
it's crazy because we play for 4 or 5 hours straight. We don't even realize it. It's just it's that kind of stuff, and it's also the hardships that we all go through. Just like how you getting punched in the face and responding back. It's that kind of stuff that you'll remember forever. For you, because you never went to college, how is the adjustment level from high school straight to pro ball?
I think it's more of a mental situation. I think you hear it on some podcasts of like motivation, and you hear some people talking about like their testament and just how their testimony of how they grew up and what was in front of them and where their mindset was. Like I just happened to be listening to Derrick Henry off Pivot, just listening to him and like there was no other way. Like there's no looking back. Like my grandma told me like, hey, you ain't, just do this, do your thing. And from that, it's one of those deals where it's a mindset, man. Like I was blessed enough to play with, Matt Holliday. We all got drafted together. Juan Uribe. We had some good guys. We had a good team, but it was.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's the guys
That's
I watched
awesome.
growing up
You know.
when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And you may not know him, but Chew Freeman, and me and him talk to this day, and he's a coach in Dallas. But it's like one of those deals where the friendships, they happen organically because everybody's from, just like in college, from all over. But the only difference there is you're literally there to play ball.
Yeah.
You're literally there just to excel at ball. You guys are doing something a lot harder. Like, it is what it is. Like, we're there for a talent. You know what I mean? We're all trying to get there for a talent, but you guys are doing school. You're projecting your lives next 30 years, you know what I mean, just by going to class and accepting how you got to go about your business. You know what I mean? Like that stuff right there is I would say harder than what I was doing because I was a one mindset dude where everything I was doing was for that right there. You guys are doing this plus if this doesn't work out, I need to make sure I'm set up for the rest of my life in other ways. So it's different. Obviously, you can ask anybody that came out of high school or whatever that maybe didn't take that step.
Yeah,
it's a different format, but at the same time, I don't think I could have went to college and played baseball. I don't think I was mature enough to do that. I was only built to play mentally baseball. And I was a good student, wasn't a great student. And I had to learn I was a better student when I came back. You know what I mean? Because my mindset was different, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's kind of like you guys, like, like I'm very impressed by how some of you guys are dean's list, president's list. Like our GPA was a 3.3 at the semester.
Yeah.
And like that's a big deal, especially here, man. You want to have a great representation of not just you, but you're representing you guys as family. And I did it on the baseball field. You guys are doing it on the field and in the classroom.
Yeah.
So that's a huge testament to your upbringing and how you guys go about your business. But what's been instilled in y'all, man? I mean, like, I think we work our butts off at recruiting, but it's tough to know what you're getting under the helmet. Well, in the head when it comes to the schoolwork. You want to bring in great guys, and I feel like our chemistry has dictated, our winning because of the guys we have in that locker room.
Yeah.
I think you guys, I mean, like, I'm dead serious. Like, these last couple of years have been a testament to how great you guys have done as young men compared to as guys on the baseball field.
Yeah.
I think it's been really awesome. So to see the maturity and the growth, it's always good. But I think one of the biggest things we do and the best thing we do is we chirp on each other. I think it's awesome.
That's where the relationships
Oh,
are.
my
They are.
That dugout is awesome.
Especially on Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays,
Tuesdays,
national chirp in the stands.
Constant.
We're doing chart and gun,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we're chirping nonstop.
Well, it's good though. Like,
No,
that's
they're
why
good.
I think that's where
That's
the
why we're so
relationships
close.
are.
Yeah.
If you don't got thick skin on this team, this is the wrong team for you.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of what we talked about. Well, Dr. Frazier kind of touched on it today. Just playing loose.
Yeah.
I think that kind of helps us on the weekend because on Tuesdays we're chirping each other, we're having fun, we're playing light, and we usually play pretty well. I feel like on Tuesdays, there's a good aura around Tuesdays. You know what I mean? Just having fun, playing the game the way that it's supposed to be played. But that leads into the weekend of how we're able to chirp our teammates when something's not going good to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
Say hey, we're having fun, we're playing baseball, and just to lighten up. And I think that helps us overall succeed. But I kind of wanted to ask you a question just in terms of like how you were saying the relationships go in pro ball, like once you got into pro ball, and how those relationships differed maybe towards like how we make our relationships. Since everybody's so towards baseball, everybody's so on one mindset saying baseball's it. Like, is there a priority? Is there, that thing of, hey, I want to be a friends, or I'm just going to focus on baseball?
No,
Is there that?
Okay, so just so we understand, like our mindset was baseball, no school.
Mm-hmm.
So our deal that came in for school was, your mindset of being a better person, learning about yourself, but you do that with your teammates. Like, we're around each other 162 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you got spring training and you got extended spring. You got all that stuff, man. I mean, like, no, you're going to build relationships. It's just more of you figure out who's on the same path as you mentally.
Okay.
That may happen sooner.
Yeah.
But I think culturally, man, like, you guys was at JUCO. I mean, like you've got guys experience from Venezuelan guys to, you know what I mean? That community of baseball players, dude, that's growth.
Yeah.
And so you learn from those guys. But no, man, those friendships, like, I still got relationships with Julio De Paula, who came with me in rookie ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you say his name, De Paula.
That's how is that?
Julio De Paula. He's awesome. But he's like, he went back to Santo Domingo, gave money back, helps out kids there, man. I was blessed enough to recruit one of the guys I played with in rookie ball's son at NIMI, Paulino. So, I mean, like, you stay in that community, you probably just don't talk as much as you guys talk to each other. But we have a community where we can always reach out. Like,
Yeah.
I text Holiday when his son got drafted. Hey, man, congrats.
Did he reply?
Yeah. He's a good dude,
That's
man.
so cool.
Holiday's a really good
That's
dude.
so
I mean, his other son's gonna get drafted next year.
Ethan.
He's a
Holiday?
2025.
I think it's
I don't know.
2025.
So the
a beast,
following,
though.
yeah.
Ethan Holiday, right? That's his name.
Holiday works hard, man. And his wife that's the anchor, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's awesome,
is.
man. He's been with her since we were in rookie ball. I mean, like, that was his light. And, he's a great dude. And she's made him a better person for that. You know what I mean? Good Christian dude. Like, awesome family.
Look at Jackson Holiday, projected to be rookie of the year this year. Like, that's just a talented family.
Starting
right
off
there.
in AAA too. He's already predicted to be the.
Yeah,
Rookie of the year.
that's crazy. I was gonna ask both of you a question because we're talking about building relationships from obviously being a teammate point of view, but now that you're both coaches, how has that been, like developing a relationship with players, like stuff like that?
From a coaching standpoint.
Yeah.
It's why you do this job. I got into coaching one just to, like Jay was saying, to give back, but it's also, I mean, there's not a bigger thrill for me to teach a kid something and allow that kid to see what you told him work. So the relationships as a coach to player has got to be the best part of the job. I mean, having relationships with you guys where we can do stuff like this, I mean, you love it. The guys that are on your roster, you think about them 24/7. I mean, it's your everyday life. Like, it's not a thought that goes by with you guys not in it.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, I mean, building relationships with your players are going to lead to wins, because you talk about relationships being everything. I mean, it is the center of everything. I mean, so, I mean, that's why I coach, for the relationships.
Yeah.
I'm just a big kid. I love baseball to death,
Yeah.
but it's blessed me in many ways. So I mean, like, I'm just a big kid, man. I love the relationships. I love to see growth.
Yeah.
And like Walker said, the 24/7 thing is real. Like, we're always thinking about how can we help this guy make this one adjustment that may help him. A la kind of what we were doing the other day, and a few other guys. It's just. I don't know. It's just such a serving thing, man. It sounds bad, but like, you just want to see someone do better.
Yeah.
And so I just love the relationships, but I just love the growth. I love development, and I love to see guys figure it out.
Yeah.
In their own way, however that may be. From leading with the hip and throwing downhill. And not forgetting that, and just stuff like that. Small details.
We won't be forgetting that.
Shots.
Yeah, just beating the drum. Just nonstop beating the drum. That's how I feel. Like, last fall, obviously it was my first year here. I feel like me and you never talked. Like, I feel like I didn't even know who you were. But then as soon as the spring hit, it was when we started playing Password on the road trips.
We're down
and
in
at
the
the
lobby.
first game, we were playing Password, and his hint was pool, and he goes,
Hey, pool.
pool.
Like,
We're not playing
We're not playing
charades, we're
charades
playing
here.
Password.
You guys weren't very clear on the directions of the
But
game.
Where
ever
were we
since
at? That was
the first road
time,
trip.
though.
So that was
That's
TD.
UAFS
That was like
Was
the,
that was
the icebreaker
oh
right
that was
there.
UAFS.
because we went up there.
Yeah.
The first time we all kind of talked.
Yeah. Because like before I remember I've talked to a couple of guys about this. I was like, dude, I never talked to Walker. Like, I don't know how I feel. Like, I didn't say like I didn't like you. I was like, I don't know how I feel about him yet. But
Never
then
talked to him.
then in the spring, well, you never talked to me. And then in the spring, we just started talking more. Now we're at the point where every time I see you, it's just we're chirping each other, and it's like
Instant chirp.
just instant. And if you don't chirp me as soon as I walk in, I think something's wrong.
wrong?
Like, are you okay today?
You all right? Bad day?
Yeah. But I think it's really important to build those relationships with coaches, because that's how you get not comfortability, but like you're not tight.
Right.
Like, you're not, even when you're not playing tight, like if the coach is trying to teach you something, if you don't have a good relationship with them, you're just gonna, it might go in one year and out the other. Where if you have a good relationship with them, you trust them, you kind of, I think you retain the information a little bit better.
And there's different levels to coaching. You know what I mean? Some are vocal, some not. But as long as everybody's on the same page, it's easier to address whatever adversity is in front of, the team or whatever. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like, we're probably really, really vocal. You know what I mean? And I know I don't shut up. I get it. So, but that's, every style works to get the same result. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
If you know I care about you, like, I just feel like the result's going to be. What?
if you know I care.
Did it came out that way? Never mind.
care about you.
We're doing ASMR now. If you know that I care about you.
Slow. Never mind. Sorry.
No, but
No.
I feel like with you, like you're one of the, like, in my past, whatever coach I've had, you're one of the only coaches that I can actually go up to in the middle of a game that we're losing
And it's not.
and mess with you in the middle of the game and count 1, 2, 3, 7 zeros. That's.
And I'm fuming. I'm not even talking to anyone because I'm so mad. Still getting shut out, huh?
We did that.
You don't want to make an adjustment, huh?
That happened at Angelo. And I'm not saying, like we said, it happened. They beat us, whatever. But it's just so funny because he's sitting at the end of the dugout. I get off the chart and I could just tell he's so mad. I'm like, you know what? It's time to mess with this guy. It's time to mess with this guy.
At his lowest.
At his lowest. And usually he kind of smiles. I did it, and I went and sat back down. I looked at him, and he looked like he got more mad. And I told my mom, I said, I've never seen a coach that maybe wanted to punch me in the face.
It's close.
But it's stuff like that makes
This play's so great.
yes, it makes just playing baseball better. Because like even on days you do bad, the next day you got Jay chirping you about it, and it kind of makes the doing bad.
Just
It
a
happens.
little better.
It just makes it a little better, But
What phrase said? You still got people that love you, no matter what.
yeah, exactly. But anyways, I just want to thank you guys.
Voice.
Is it? Am I too close to it?
No,
Never
it's
mind.
just
We're not
so soft.
ending. What are you saying?
I guess I'm talking like this. And
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Every
Just
time, so
freaking
like
Jay out.
you see how us three were talking like right here, and then every time you go and you're like,
Let me talk-
you grabbed the mic
on
too.
it.
It's the all right.
All
sorry.
right.
Let's just, we'll
Well, edit that out. I think I grabbed it like this.
All right.
You're gonna see that.
all right.
We're clipping that one.
Yeah, that's getting clipped and posted.
Yeah. Go viral.
That will be the clip that goes viral.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, that will be the clip that goes viral. Sorry, Walk. You did that to yourself.
I didn't mean to.
I don't know. You kind of did. Anyways, again, thank you guys for being on the podcast. I know it's hard how busy you guys are and how much work you guys do for us. And we finally told you guys a time and you guys were able to make it. So like we really do appreciate that. That's really big for us.
About it. All about reminding.
Thank you again, Walker. You want any ending statements?
Let's get a win this series. Let's get a win this series.
Let's get a win this series.
Let's try to sweep. Let's try to win this series.
Okay. Any closing statements, Jay?
Nothing
No,
better.
I just I'm really proud of this group to this point. I hope we take that next step. That's all, man. And I know I'm Debbie Downer a lot because I'm so mean a lot. But at the same time, I just think we got a huge potential with this group. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We can get a good Friday start. I think it starts everything off, putting a lot of zeros on the board. And
Thursday.
well, we got a Friday guy. He's just pitching Thursday.
Easter.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah, that's
So if we can get a good Thursday start and let our offense kind of see what we're going through, because they got a good Thursday guy, give us a chance to do what we need to do, and I think we'll be all right.
Hey, they steal a lot though, so make sure you
they got to
keep
get
them
on.
Yeah, true.
That's going to happen. I've seen you throw, buddy.
Hey, I want pitcher beats
Wow.
again.
It's good stuff.
Just beating the drum.
Hey,
What do you have to do to get a
you're
pitcher?
still on Thursdays.
Little sweep and shutout. Little pitcher
and a
beeps,
shutout.
sweep and shutout.
And a shutout. Pitchers beeps.
I'd be down.
Let's make it happen.
Did
You didn't hit a home run?
No, I didn't hit a home run.
Did you? One?
Ask him how many times he whiffed.
Ask him how many times he whiffed.
That's all he's got. See, there it is.
Ask
And
him
we're
how,
out.
what was his
There
farthest.
it is.
What was his farthest hit ball? 200 feet.
Dude, cap.
Dude's a singles guy.
Did you miss one?
No.
No.
Not a single
You didn't
one.
swing and miss, did
Not
you?
a single one.
On BP.
We're hitting pitchers beeps. Are we going for good swings or bombs? I don't care
Dude.
what I look
Did you
like.
go for good swings or bombs?
Oh, I was like going for, doubles in the gap.
Was your
Ah.
hair down?
That's
Huh?
the worst
Your
thing
hair
I've ever
down?
seen.
Yeah.
Go hair up.
How
Yeah, I gotta
many
pull
how
hair
many
up.
bus driver pranks did you have this weekend
Hey,
with your
Oh
brother?
my!
that was pretty good.
Your twin?
That was,
Dude,
He's more talented than you are.
hey,
Blackwood goes. I'll warm it up. I'm going down, just about to start warming up on the line. And I'm walking out, and Blackwood goes, hey, Tyler, you know where you parked the bus?
Yes.
I'm looking at him. I'm like,
Right when you're getting ready to pitch.
great one. That's awesome.
20 minutes before game
He
time.
just starts laughing. I was like, all right, he's loose. I'm loving it. You know what I mean? He's loose. I'm loving it. You know what I mean? It was awesome.
20 minutes before game time. Dude's getting locked in.
Tyler, where'd you put
Tyler,
I was like, what?
he goes,
Oh,
oh no, that's Duran. My bad.
oh, it's hilarious.
No.
That was nice.
Speaking of that, the other week I'm drinking an Alani. You know what an Alani is? The energy drink.
Yep.
Do you know what? Okay, it's an energy drink. I'm sitting there. I'm in the bullpen drinking an Alani, and Blackwood comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, what is that?" And I go, "It's an energy drink." He goes, "Oh, is that for is that for JV players?"
What do you mean?
JV guys drink that?
I threw it away. I was like, I don't even want to drink this anymore. I was like, this is terrible.
I don't know, sir. I have no
Blackwood
idea.
with the chirps.
No,
man.
yeah.
The subtle chirp.
Oh, love it.
Anyways, thank you guys again. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Walker. Thank you, Jay.
Blessings.
Thank you, Duran, co-host. And thank you, everyone, for listening. This was episode 8 of The Algorithm.
8.